Hello, welcome to this lesson on production. Quick recap: we said that scarcity happens because people have unlimited wants, which are satisfied by limited resources. Remember, the acronym for the limited resources is the CEL: capital, entrepreneurship, land, and labor. Because of this issue of limited resources and unlimited wants, we have scarcity. We have to make choices on what we're going to produce with our resources. So these resources are going to be used to produce things that are then going to be used to try to meet the needs of these unlimited wants as best that we can. So remember, producing means to make things. Whenever we make things, we're not making other things. So remember, if I produce something, then I have a trade off because I'm not producing something else. And the opportunity cost is the specific value of the thing that I am losing by producing a specific item. Here we have the production possibilities curve. Now, the production possibilities curve is this model right here, this model right there. And this model is telling us what can be produced, and it's also going to show us the opportunity cost of changing production from one item to another item. So we have three different uh, combinations of shoes and watermelons that we can produce at. In this specific combination, combination B, we're producing 8 watermelons and 14 pairs of shoes. This specific combination, combination C, we're producing 14 watermelons and 12 pairs of shoes. And in combination E, we're producing 20 watermelons and 5 pairs of shoes. Let's say I'm a business and I wanted to change production from this level of production to level E. Well, if I go from level C to level E, I am getting or being able to produce more watermelons because I went from 14 to 20 watermelons. But by doing so, I don't have the resources necessary to keep on making the same amount of shoes. So I went from being able to produce 12 shoes to only being able to produce 5 shoes. So this loss in the amount of shoes that I'm able to produce is my opportunity cost. And by changing production from this level C to level E, I am losing the ability to produce 7 pairs of shoes. Because I went from being able to produce 12 to now only being able to produce 5. So at C, we were able to produce 12 shoes. Now at point E, I'm only able to produce 5 shoes. 12 minus 5 gives me 7 pairs of shoes, which I am no longer able to make. So that's my opportunity cost of changing production from this point to this point. Why am I losing the ability to produce these shoes? Because we have limited resources. So even though society wants us to produce more of both, we can't because our resources are limited. The amount of workers we have are limited, our land is limited, our time is limited. So we have an opportunity cost there by changing production. Another thing here that the production possibilities curve is going to show us is something called productive efficiency. So, productive efficiency happens when we are producing things at our lowest cost. We're not wasting any of our resources, basically. So, any points along the production possibilities curve shows us that we are being productively efficient, that we are basically doing the best we can with our resources. So, we are not wasting anything, we are using them to their maximum. This means that since we're already using our resources to our maximum at any point along the production possibilities curve, a point beyond it, like one over here, more, since this is more than the maximum, it's impossible. We cannot produce there with our current level of resources. We could get there if we had more resources, but since we don't, we're not able to produce here. This is our maximum, this curve right there, production possibilities curve. Another thing this means is that any point inside of it is possible, but we are doing less than our maximum. So we're not using all our resources to the best of our abilities. This is called being inefficient or underutilizing our resources if we're producing less than what we should be. So we want to produce using our resources to their maximum possible efficiency at any point here on the curve. Okay. Another thing we want to look at is what if we have more resources? Well, if we have more resources, we can make more things. Since we can make more of both, the entire curve will shift to the right. So here, this new production possibilities curve that's shifted to the right shows that we're able to produce more shoes and more watermelons because now we have more resources and we can make things with more resources. So whenever you see the production possibilities curve shifting to the right, that means our production is growing. We're able to produce more things. Here we're able to produce more watermelons and both more shoes. Thank you for listening. See you next time.